Trading's not always rainbows and money bags falling down from the sky. In fact, a lot of times it's actually just really hard. And market conditions change, your emotional and psychology changes. And today was one of those days for me where it was just not easy. So in today's stream cap, let's go ahead and get into the different trades that we took this morning on the stream, why I took them, and the outcomes on them. Let's get into it. Let's jump right in, shall we? On the combine that we're trading, the 150K combine right now, first link down below if you want to read about it. We are sitting at $5,520 of profit. So we need what, another $3,500? Is that right? Is my math right there? So $3,500 gets us there, meaning we would become funded. So that's exciting. We're close. We've done 5 days. This is day 6. All trades have been conducted on the stream. From a daily perspective, yesterday kind of heavy. Overnight session, kind of heavy so far. I think the things that we're watching for are just these prior lows. Sweep those. Then we look at 420, right? Sweep that. Then we're looking at 354 on the daily perspective. We got 10 seconds till the market opens here. We're opening up inside of yesterday's value. As of right now, yesterday's value area low is in at 88. A little bounce off there so far. And yesterday's high at 657. So far, we've had good rotations. Good rotations, red to green and green to red. So right now we are in balance from yesterday, going for the value area rotations. We'll see if that continues or not. First 5 minutes of the day, I think if we are inside these rotations, it's going to be pretty obvious that we're inside them. If we have a nice clean breakout above 58 and then pop, we're looking at longs. If not, then we're looking at shorts underneath 60 for the rotation down. Similar situation. Looking for shorts. We get back inside the range at 88 or whatever that is. Looking for longs for the rotation to green. Makes sense. Kind of the lines in the sand there, in my opinion, as of right now. We have yesterday's lows sitting at 54. That's all I got. Being patient. We are pretty close to yesterday's lows here. Kind of feels like a magnet. Just being patient. I think on this next candle, if we do close up pretty good here, 500 or whatever, I'd like to come back down to a 90 to 80. We got a little volume at 80. Obviously got a lot of volume at 66. I'd like to come back down into those tests. Yesterday's value area low for the rip. So we came back down for that test at 78. Trying to be a little patient here now that we're seeing a little bit more life. I'm giving it through this 69 volume, but that's a heavy flush with ES making new lows as well. I am fine seeing what happens here, but not much more than that, to be honest. Coming back down for the magnet, prior point of control, etc. All that makes sense. That's fine with me. Intra candle here, especially because we're getting bid up on the ES. It's not keeping those lows. Just kind of feels like a shakeout. ES back above volume. Trying to get bid up the last 2 minutes here. NAS back above as well. Like, honestly, what I want to see is the red to green. Just back for this full rotation up here into like 600. Yesterday's point of control or value area high at 650. Seems like a very aggressive move, to be honest, but trying to close kind of strong here off of that long tail, long wick. I'm gonna reset, man. I will let this thing move without me. I just need to reset. We're chopping around too much. I don't feel like I have a good entry. It's probably going to push right now because that's just like how it always works with me, especially if I take a scratch trade like that. But I took some heat on that right at the beginning, had a little pop, got immediately flushed. I don't want to see that thing go back down to 69. So I just killed the trade. I thought we were going to get a real big bounce right away on this candle. Instead, we flushed to volume at 62. Took like 400 or 500, maybe $600 a drawdown. I don't even know, honestly. I wasn't really watching. I just was watching this volume. And then we get bid up or whatever, all the way up into volume at 510, and then it just immediately flushes again back to point of control. I just don't really like that. I'll just wait. Be patient. All right, nice rips though. So yeah, I obviously left a ton of money on the table there, about 50 points. That's just the way it works. We were talking about this yesterday. You're always going to be either happy or sad that you got out of a trade. This is one of those ones where I'm like, you know what? Wish I would have held on, but the day is young. There's gonna be plenty of opportunities, and if not, if there's no opportunities, well, I made $6 and we'll call it there, you know. All right, so we held value area low from yesterday. That is good in my opinion. Us holding yesterday's value area low, I think, is good for the either range play or the continued move up. Dang, got kind of close. 4 points away. I was really just going off of volume in this cluster here. Looks like we were ripping. 560 on the table. That would have been a nice little 50-point ripper. I would have gotten in on that. Bummer. Oh well. On to the next. Back to the top of the range so far on the day on the Nas. Regular trading hours at least. Trying to pop it. Having a hard time with this today. Not gonna lie. I feel like I'm just kind of a pace behind. I'm thinking about shorting here. Like, is the ES really gonna put in like that much at 83? I'm taking a stab short. Short at volume. Top of the prior range. Looking for a volume as an exit. But to keep it tight because not really sure what's going on today. And the ES has been heavy, and I think everything looks heavy. Feels heavy at the top of the range. But now we have buyers coming through. Just gonna kill the trade, man. A couple points on the Nas. Nothing crazy. Four points. We're up to $82.60. I just like don't really trust the price action right now though. Straight up, don't trust it. It's very choppy. I feel like we could pop either way very quickly, very violently. Some days you have 1,000 bombs back to back to back, and then some days you don't. I find it really hard to think that we don't push this cluster. It's the same concept that I had down here. I would love to see us test 650 because that would be the thesis playing out perfectly. The value area rotation, green to red, or red to green in this case. Like I'm all for that playing out. I wish I could have held it better, obviously. Do we have a wick test at play here? I mean, that was a 80-point candle that just got reversed a decent amount. No, we don't even have a wick test. Wick test was at 71. But I do like the playoff volume here. The move. Top of the little range. Fairly aggressive. Melting. Oh, I'm out. Stopped out of that. Minus $690 on that trade. Down 611 on the day. It's fine. On to the next. I mean, ES is still at this 81 level. I cannot personally imagine them not flushing this. Honestly, tempted to just get short here. Short one from 38.5. Targeting yesterday's value area low here. I mean, ES is looking very heavy. I feel like the Nas does as well, so we'll see if that trade plays out or not. We'll keep it tight. ES trying to do it. There we go. ES doing it. Nas sitting on volume at 500. Psych level. 30 seconds left on this candle. Pushing pretty nicely. Honestly, short-term move. Trying to be patient on this candle. I don't think that this ES bottom holds like this. So I think that brings the Nas down with it. But as of right now, the Nas is looking strong on this push. So just trying to be patient, but also not be an idiot. Very fine line with trading. Needs to crack this 09 level, 10 level on the Nas. There it goes. There's the crack. And that was a pretty quick flush back up. So I just went ahead and killed that trade. Took 520 there. So now we're down $94 on the day. I just don't know if today's it, man. I'm going to be honest.